Good evening to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another drop list video, the series where I cover all the items that are releasing in a specific week for various different streetwear brands. And in tonight's video, I'm going to be covering everything that is dropping in week 2 of Palace's Autumn 2022 collection. Yes guys, welcome back. It's that time of the week again. Well, actually I would have covered it earlier, but a collaboration got announced and I was concerned because normally week 2 is a collaborative week for Palace, and when they first announced the collab they didn't tell us what date it was dropping, so I was like, oh, is it going to be like the Rafa collab from last season where it's not actually in the week it got announced but the week later? But no, it is releasing this week. So week 2 stays true to all the other week 2s that we've seen this year so far, or at least I think every season's week 2 has had a collab for it, but yeah, maybe I could be wrong there. But yeah, it stays in line with what mostly happens in week 2, which is that we get a collab. And yeah, now that we've got all the seasonal pieces expected to release and all the collaborative pieces, we can now finally cover what is dropping in week 2. A little bit later than I wanted, but hey, to get that best accurate information possible, sometimes you gotta hold out. So yeah, what we'll be doing in today's video is covering 2 Max Merch More posts. We'll be covering one to cover the seasonal pieces, the release details, everything like that. And then we'll use the second one to cover the collaborative pieces, which we have already touched on in a Streetwear Talk video just uploaded before. So if you want a better on-body view of how the pieces look, go check out that video. But yeah, there's not too much added from what we covered in the Streetwear Talk video to what's covered in this video when it comes to the collaborative pieces. There's just I think maybe 1, maybe 2 additional colors of some pieces that we talked about in that video. But yeah, either way, it is a drop list video. We're going to cover it all. So yeah, let's dive straight into it, guys. Let's start by using that first Max Merch More Instagram post and cover the release details for week 2. So here we are at the seasonal Instagram post to start off with, guys. Of course, both of them will be linked in that description section below if you want to check them out for yourselves. But yeah, we'll quickly cover the release details for week 2, then we'll dive into the seasonal pieces, then we'll dive into the collaborative pieces. So we've got a little bit of a juggling around situation going on here. So we'll kick it off with the release details. So Palace Autumn 2022 week 2 full expected drop list. Kind of a lie, full seasonal expected drop list. All items will be releasing Friday, in-store and online, 11 AM Eastern Standard Time, 11 AM British Standard Time. I normally go off the 11 AM British Standard Time and go to palaceskateboards.com for that one there. So yeah, if you guys are a little unsure yourselves, that's the one I go to. Americans, you can obviously go to the American online store, but for everyone else in the world who lives overseas, I mean, I would personally just recommend the UK online store. They do ship international. Estimated price list will be posted on Thursday evening, so very, very soon. Stay tuned for that if you are interested in some of the pieces. Yeah, that's all there is really to cover when it comes to the release details. If you guys have any further questions, drop them in that comment section below. Oh, I should also just make a quick note. They don't mention it in the Max Merch More post here, but obviously Japan, China, you're getting a release as well. It's dropping the next day, so it's going to be Friday the 12th for most of the world, and then it's going to be Saturday the 13th for Japan and China. Japan gets it in-store and online, 11 AM Japanese Standard Time. China gets it via the WeChat store, as they don't have a physical store yet. Maybe one day, who knows. But yeah, well, that's everything I got to say about it. Comment section below if you have any further questions. Let's get into it. Let's dive into seasonal pieces and see what seasonal pieces we're getting for week 2. Okay, so there's only 2 pages of seasonal pieces, and I kind of feel like we should just, like, you know, plow through it, get it all done, instead of doing page by page like we did like with week 1 and various other weeks as well. So let's just go through it. So we've got the formula jacket coming in an orange and a woodland and a black. This one has a removable hood from the piece itself. Nice jacket, some okay colors. The only one appealing to me is the black, the camo and the orange. I mean, you kind of look like what's his name, Pendleton the bear, if you're wearing the orange one. Like, it's legit like the silhouette, man. I don't know, not for me. Up next, we've got the mechanic jacket coming in a gray, a navy, and a black. Solid, simple little logos, nice font, nice little like metal zip detailing. Awesome jacket, awesome colors. I'm a fan. Give it to me in the gray, the navy, or the black. Very, very nice, simple piece from Palace. We've got the uni hood. I'm assuming uni is referring to university, as the font is a collegiate font style, typical of like American universities where they have, you know, like Harvard and whatnot done in that font style. Except this one's a little bit different, as we can see. It has, well, what was meant to be Yale, but Palace has come in here a little bit cheeky, you know how it be. Essentially getting rid of the Y and putting P-A-L, trying to squeeze in an A-C in there, and then an E at the end. I mean, it's kind of fun, kind of goofy. I can get around it. I just kind of wish the colors were a little bit better, you know? Like the color combos aren't really hitting for me versus like just like what would be a normal Yale hoodie. It's, yeah, I don't know. Change the color palette a bit and I can get on board, but it comes in a blue, a green, a burgundy, a navy, and a gray, and a black. Yeah, I'd have to say, I think man, it's tough. Again, I like the gray color, but I don't like the font color. The navy, it's tough. It shouldn't be tough. It should be a very easy option to pick from, but yeah, those color choices for the font, it's too odd for me. Anyway, I'll leave it. We'll move on. Bowling shirt coming in a cheetah, pink, navy. Problem is, cheetah, a little bit too wild for me. I'm not a big animal print man. The other colors, it looks like a pajama shirt. Tell me I'm wrong. It looks like something someone would wear to bed. I mean, I haven't even looked at page 2 yet, but if page 2 has some matching pants, I'm sorry. I'm gonna think it's a pajama set. I know it's meant to be a bowling tee and it's got the font and the, you know, the outlines and stuff, but come on. Is no one else seeing it? I look at that and I'm like, it looks like something someone would sleep in, you know? Anyway, that's page 1. Everything releasing on that. It's actually a pretty solid page. All in all, like, the jackets are alright if you like those first 2 colors. The black's speaking to me. I love the mechanic jacket. Very simple, very nice. The uni hoodie, I'm on the fence. I gotta find that color that I really like. And then we've got the bowling shirt, which was actually a bit of a laugh, but I'm sure there's some people out there that can get around it. Yeah, a solid page 1. Favorite piece is probably going to be the mechanic jacket, because I could wear any of those colors. Honestly, very, very nice piece there. Very simple and nice piece there. Anyway, let's move on. Page 2, let's give it a razz. We've got the slub square pocket t-shirt with, oh man, look at it. They're changing the game. Palace isn't putting the logo on the pocket. They're putting it below it. Crazy. I know. Amazing. Look, I don't know if that changes your thoughts on picking this tee up, but it is a tad odd, isn't it? You normally expect the tee to have the pocket and then the logo on top of the pocket. No, they've put it underneath. Bit odd, but it does come in some okay colors. Navy, gray, black, and white. Pretty safe colors, honestly. Yeah. Interesting. Moving on. We have the velvet jeans. I actually love this. I love it when brands do this. So we have a jean silhouette. Built exactly like a regular pair of jeans, coming in a black, a Dalmatian, which is crazy, and a navy color. But instead of using 100% cotton, actually is velvet cotton? I think velvet is just like a weirdly brushed cotton. I'm gonna have to look into that. But anyway, instead of traditional jeans, they have gone with a velvet material on this very jean, traditionally jean silhouette. I think that's sick, man. I think that's awesome. I think that's a really smart way of handling the jeans. No complaints here, except for maybe the Dalmatian colorway. Like, that is, again, animal prints, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's just, yeah. There's so many reasons. I just can't. Like, maybe as a button-up shirt, as like a silk button-up shirt or a rayon button-up shirt, but more than that, that's where you start to lose me. I can't do animal prints in various silhouettes like this, but yeah, I don't mind the black, I don't mind the navy. It's something you just don't see every day, and I kind of like it for that. So moving on, we have the toweling shorts in a gray, blue, pink, and black. So it's a, yes, again, a very brushed fabric, making it feel like it's a towel, and it comes in a gray, blue, pink, and black. So if you want a towel fabric done on some shorts, either a gray, blue, pink, or black, Palace has got you covered for week 2. For me, I'm still on the fence about it. I don't have a definite opinion. I'm still on the fence about it, but yeah, it does add some texture to your outfits. So look, hey, look, if you were going to go some normal black shorts or you wanted to spice it up, I think this is a good alternative for you to spice that outfit up a little bit, you know, instead of making it very generic, and spice it up with some textured shorts here. But I'm still on the fence if it's for me or not. Okay, up next, we've got the Palace London Ventile 6-panel coming in a stone, navy, burgundy, and black. Actually, a really solid cap. I actually do really like this cap. It's nice. Can't complain about it. It screams Palace, but is really tasteful as well. I could get around this. Yeah, in almost every color. Almost. The burgundy, I don't know. I can't see myself being a burgundy hat guy, but the stone, the navy, the black, yeah. You know, this bold ass head up here in summer, I'm gonna burn this. I need some caps like this. So yeah, you know, I'll get around it. I actually probably need to start buying some caps, considering summer's coming up now that I think about it. So yeah, might have to actually keep my eyes on it. But anyway, yeah, okay, well, that is page 2. My favorite piece in page 2, ooh, tough. Maybe the velvet jeans. Not because I can see myself rocking them, but it's just like, you know, you just don't see something like that. You just don't see something like that. It screams like 70s when they were playing around with materials on traditional silhouettes like this, and 80s as well. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll put it as, it's just such a not Palace piece, and I like it for that because it's just something you don't see every day. So yeah, we'll go with the velvet jeans. That is page 2. Page 3, are you ready for it? It's crazy. You're gonna be blown away. Page 3 just showcases that on this jacket, the formula jacket, there is a detachable hood and then what looks like a textured collar for it. Look, not gonna bag them out for that. I'm actually very happy that Max Merchmore showcased that, because some of you guys may have been uncertain on how it looks without the hood. This is how it looks without the hood. And honestly, I think it actually looks better as a piece. I mean, maybe some of you guys disagree. Maybe you like your hooded jackets. I don't know. But for me, I actually kind of like this silhouette more now that it's collared. But who am I to say? Who am I to say? Again, reverting back to the colors though, going back to page 1, I think black's going to speak to me the most, because the other colors are a bit... How's it going? But yeah, guys, that is all the seasonal pieces releasing this week. Actually, a pretty solid seasonal drop, like for week 2. There's nothing that I look at it where I'm like, wow, this is atrocious. And there's actually some cool pieces here. So no complaints from me on this week for the seasonal pieces. Some of them are fun, some of them are crazy, but nothing is absolutely hideous. Which you know, well. I'm still on the fence about the bowling shirt. I'm like, does it look like pajamas? Does it not? But, you know, it's not horrible. I'm not like, you know what? I could wear the navy one, but not the cheetah one. But yeah. Anyway, cool seasonal pieces. Would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on the seasonal pieces for that one. Now that we've covered them all, we've only got another little section left to go to cover all of week 2's drop list. And that is the collaborative pieces. So let's move on over to the second article now and start covering the collaborative pieces for week 2. Okay, so here we are at the second article covering the collaborative pieces. I don't think we need to cover the release details for this because, well, it's releasing in week 2. We know when week 2 is dropping now. This Friday or Saturday, depending on your region. So we've got that covered. Let's get into the pieces. So as covered in the Streetwear Talk video, we are getting a hooded jacket, very typical starter, bunch of branding all over it, very American football inspired. We're getting a crew neck, which looks like a jersey. Well, jersey's probably, yeah, it does feature jersey styled motifs on it. I suppose that's probably the best way to put it. With very typical starter jacket material as well. Huge Palace logo on the back, various Palace logos on there. Yeah, basically all the pieces feature that huge Palace logo on the back, actually. Even this hoodie here, which has some grey paneling on the hoods, the sleeves, and the ribbing down the bottom there. I actually kind of like the colour blocking on the hoodie. I think that's a nice way of doing it. And the colour choices is really nice as well. Don't mind the logos. It's, as I expressed in the Streetwear Talk video, if someone said Palace and Starter collaborating, this is what I envision. Moving on to the second page, more items and the front view of the hoodie there. We've got the jersey, which I actually like. That is very starter, very Palace. I can get around that. That's a nice piece there. Give it to me in the biggest, most oversized size, and I'm there, because I could chuck that over the top of hoodies or just wear it by itself in summer. We've got a hoodie, a t-shirt theme, a t-shirt that is jersey themed, featuring, you know, various colored stripes, logos all over it. Look, it literally grabs all the motifs of a jersey, like the stripes here, the branding here and there, and chucks it on a t-shirt. I would personally rather just go for the jersey and not go for the tees at all, but maybe you like that look. For me, I'd rather just stick to the jerseys. And last but not least, we have the hats. We only saw the black and gray in the Streetwear Talk video. We're now getting showcased a I'm going to say blue. It's not a green, it is a bluey green, but it's not green, which is matching the t-shirt and various other pieces there. Yeah, I don't mind the caps. I like the jersey. The hoodie's okay. The crew neck's kind of cool. I think this is cool. The crew neck sweater with like its, you know, jersey motifs and materials being used on it. And the jacket's all right as well. It's, yeah, I mean, look, some people are expressing it's quite disappointing. I'm like, you know, it's exactly what we expected it to be, and it's not amazing. It's not like, wow, oh my god, wow, geez, Palace and Starter really went wild here, but it's not horrible either. I'm like, yeah, I can get around this. Like, I wouldn't pay ridiculous amounts of money for it. I'd probably pay retail or maybe a little bit more, but yeah, you won't find me hunting like an extra large or a 2XL in any of these pieces anytime soon. So yeah, that's just how I feel about it, really. But again, maybe you feel very differently. Maybe you really love the caps, maybe you really love the jerseys, maybe you really love Starter, maybe you're like a huge collector of like vintage Starter stuff, and this is awesome to see to celebrate Starter's 50th anniversary. I don't know. It's all up to you. We're all going to have different takes on it, but I'd love to hear all your different takes on this collab down in that comment section below. But now that we've covered everything, yeah, let's wrap it up, guys. I'd love to hear all your thoughts and opinions on week 2, both the collaborative pieces here and the seasonal pieces that we saw at the start. What do you like more? Do you like the collaborative pieces or the seasonal pieces? Which pieces out of both do you like? Do you like XYZ seasonal piece, XYZ collaborative piece? Let me know down in that comment section below. Well guys, that's everything to cover about week 2. We covered the release details. It's releasing on the 12th for most of the world, and then for Japan and China, 18th. We covered the seasonal pieces and the collaborative pieces. Yeah, awesome. I mean, I'm pretty happy with this week. All in all, you know, there's like some seasonal pieces I can be like, oh yeah, nice. And also some collaborative pieces that I'm like, not too bad as well. Normally it's like one or the other. It's like, yeah, the seasonal stuff was cool, but the collaborative stuff was trash. Or yeah, vice versa. So good to see, you know, still a pretty solid week. Nothing too crazy. Nothing that I absolutely need. A couple pieces that I wouldn't mind picking up, you know, again with that circumstance, if it's the right price, if it's not too expensive. As soon as it gets a little bit too expensive, I'm like, I'm gonna go buy something else. Like, it's not an absolute want, but yeah, you know, depends on the price. But I would love to hear thoughts and opinions. Maybe you're really keen on some pieces. Maybe you're not really keen on some pieces. Maybe you're picking up a lot from this week. Maybe you're not picking anything up at all. If you are picking up something from this week, let me know. What are you going to be picking up from week 2? Let me know down in that comment section below. Of course, if you guys want to keep covering upcoming Palace weeks, collaborations, drops, etc., you just got to give me the 3 indicators I'm always asking you for, which is a like on the video, a comment in that comment section down below, the best indicator of them all, subscribe to the channel. Now, as mentioned in previous uploads, we're trying to hit that new subscriber milestone, 4,215 subs before the end of the month. We are so close. So close, but we just can't hit it. So hopefully, with your guys' continuous support, you know, you tell a couple mates, they tell a couple mates, they maybe tell a relative, I don't know. Hopefully, we can hit 4215 before the end of August. But that's all I gotta say about Palace's second week of their Autumn 2022 collection. We've covered everything. I wish you the best of luck if you are going for something from the week. So until the next Palace video, until the next streetwear talk video, until the next drop list video in general, guys, I'll catch you later.